Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. The subject we're going to be discussing is getting more referrals from your existing customers, a subject that is near and dear to our hearts. There are some hurdles, however, that do need to be overcome. The first question is, do we deserve to receive those referrals? It seems like a strange question, but from the client's view or the customer's view, there's been a fair exchange here. They've given you money, you provided a service, or you've provided a product, and even Stephen, there's no indebtedness here. There's no reason why your customer has to go out and become your salesperson, unless, of course, you've gone beyond the expected. If you've gone beyond the expected, then there is some indebtedness, then there is a sense of IOU, and the client or the customer will say, I really owe him or owe her, and I want to do something nice for them because they really didn't need to do this or that. But without that, there is no indebtedness, and there is no reason for your customer to go out and do more for you than simply pay you for your service. To wit, when you go and buy gasoline and the fellow fills up your tank and you give him the money, do you feel obligated now to go out and tell everybody that they have to go to that gas station? Not at all. Not at all. You gave him the money, he gave you the gas, finished. Finished. There's no more transaction, there's no more obligation. So if you want your customer to give you referrals, you need to go beyond the expected. To wit, the following experience that I had while I was sitting and waiting in a doctor's office. The woman next to me asked the woman sitting next to her whom she used as her pediatrician. And the woman gave her the name. She said, no, my pediatrician is better, and began to tell a story about her Jimmy, who had gone to the pediatrician, and that afternoon the doctor called and said, by the way, how is Jimmy? Well, she was surprised and pleased. That evening, the doctor called again. How is Jimmy? Did his temperature come down? How is his mood? Is he feeling better? And the following morning, once again, he called. Now, with those three gestures, that doctor bought that woman's salesmanship forever, because clearly she felt that he had gone beyond the expected, and she would just leap to tell anybody at all about what a wonderful, wonderful pediatrician she had. The next issue is asking the customer for the referrals. Let's understand that process and how it actually works. So let's say that you're a roofing company. Let's say that you've done good work for your customer. Let's even say that you've gone beyond the expected. And let's say that now you're going to be assertive, you're going to ask, and maybe even sort of insist that your customer give you the referral. So you ask him for people who could use your service, who might possibly need this roofing service. Well, the problem is that he's not in the roofing business. So his brain is not collecting that information. He doesn't have that information. In fact, he doesn't know a single person who needs roofing. Why would he? He's not in that business. He's in the plastic business. So what happens so much of the time is that we're asking the customer for a referral which he doesn't have to give. And all we're doing is really embarrassing him or her. So then how do you actually get a referral from a customer? Well, first of all, you need to know that the customer has a lot of people that customer knows. That customer has other customers. That customer has vendors. That customer has maybe participates in a trade association. That customer has people that he or she knows on a personal basis. So there's a whole world of people that customer knows. And let's say that we could take those people and we could take them all to a big gymnasium and they'd all be frozen in place like statues. And let's say that you could visit every one of those people with your customer. And you go to the first frozen statue person, and he says, that's my milkman. And you say, I don't need to talk to him. I'm not interested in him. How about this one over here? He said, that's my brother-in-law, and he's the CFO of a $50 million company. Okay, I want to talk to him. And then you go through the whole group in that fashion. And out of all the contacts that your customer has, you will find other business. And if you're a roofing company, you would also find people to whom you could present your roofing business. So how do you learn about all these other people in your customer's life? By getting close to your customer, by spending time with your customer, by finding out in his family, where do people work, who his customers are, and on and on and on. And that's a slow process, but the benefits of it can be a very, very rich harvest. But what you have to do is understand that simply asking somebody for a referral does not mean that they will be able to supply you with that referral. Most of the time, they won't have any data at all to be able to go into to give you names. It's not that they don't want to help you, especially if you've gone beyond the expected. They do want to help you, but they're not able to help you in that fashion. Are there any questions, ladies and gentlemen? Thank you.